Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us.
Ready to go?
Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the UConn Huskies and Texas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the floor for UConn, they've got Martin, and it's Joseph in its small forward.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
Ellis outside to the paint. Here's Freak, and he jams it with authority.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
Here's Doherty, and the layup is good.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Platoon swap here. And a new group getting ready to come in for the Huskies. UConn trails by 10. Freak, he's in at center. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 spot. And for the Huskies, they've got Martin, and it's Posey in at the shooting guard. Up the floor, Joseph, the pass to Posey, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. Day kicks to Posey, launches it. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
It's stolen by Martin. Here's Joseph. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Longhorns?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Here is Day, following the bucket by Texas. Splitter sets a screen from past the arc. Day no good.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another. He's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
UConn with the ball. The Longhorns getting their last shot to go. Splitter with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. Splitter's got his first basket of the night. Now Edwards. Here's Freak. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Freak's got the lead up to 12 now for the Longhorns. Splitter inside. Misses from short range. And so that brings...
of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Freak in at center. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the four-man position. And for the Huskies, we've got Keefe, and it's Splitter in at center. And for Texas, Freak, he's in at center. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the four slot.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
UConn trails by 19. On the floor for UConn, we've got Pierce, and it's Day in at the point. Pierce with the screen on Edwards. Feeds to Splitter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And he gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Longhorn.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Joseph following the basket by Freak. Puts up a three. Passes it to Keefe. Splitter sets a screen. They set the pick. Day kicks to Splitter. No good. Now Texas takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Inside.
Let's get the ball inside.
And it's Freak missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Plays like that. The hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
So the Longhorns win it